Hi, good day to all. Myself, Miss Arpita, faculty of Bhat and Bhat Tutorials. I will be handling Navodaya, Sainik as well as RMS classes. Well, my dear kids, in the previous session, that intelligent class test session, we have solved 10 question answers based on classification chapter. Do you remember that? What are the 10 questions we have discussed along with the reasoning? Yes, it is very easy, right? It is very easiest chapter. See, you have learned from your lower classes. That is taking the odd one out. Okay. In the last session, you have discussed the question answers based on word analogy. Okay. In this today's session, we'll discuss the question answers based on number analogy as well as letter analogy. Before going to that, let me revise. Okay. I hope you all forgot. Okay. Let me revise. What is the definition of classification and what are the types of classification? See, what is the definition of classification? The art and process of evaluating the things based on their common properties, size, color, triad, group, etc. See, keep in mind you have to take out the odd one out. Keep in mind what you have to do. You have to take out odd one out. Under that you will be having three types, that is word analogy, number analogy, and then what is that letter analogy. For word analogy, you should be thorough with antonyms and synonyms, states and capitals, and then union territories, etc. For number analogy, you have to thorough with square and square numbers, and then tables, cube roots, and then multiples. Next, to solve the letter analogy, you should be thorough with all 26 alphabets, both in forward direction and as well as reverse direction, and then ovals and consonants. I hope today will you all thorough with the tables and then letter what is that alphabet. Today we'll solve the question answers based on number classification and letter classification. Before going to that, I'll discuss what is meant by number classification as letter classification. See, number classification is nothing but they will give the group of words, okay, or group of four numbers. You have to identify which does not belongs to the group. Okay, to solve the number analogy, you should thorough with square and square numbers, cube and cube numbers, and then tables at least up to 20. It's maximum. Then only you can solve the question answers based on what is this number classification. And then letter classification. See, to solve the letter classification, ABCD, okay, that is alphabets both in reverse direction as well as in the forward direction is must. Otherwise you can't solve the question answers based on letter classification. And you have to know the difference between what is consonants and then what is ovals. Okay, what are ovals? The five letters, that is A, E, I, O, U are called as ovals, and rest are called as consonants. Okay, this is about your number analogy, sorry, number classification as well as the letter classification. In today's session, let us solve the question answers based on number classification as well as the letter classification. Are you all ready to solve today's class? Yes, we will move on. Okay, as I said, to solving, while solving all the question, read the direction once. Let us read the direction. Direction, find out odd word, number, letters group from the following alternatives. Don't confuse with the word alternatives. Alternative is nothing but the option. Okay, now today we'll solve the question based on number analogy as well as the letter classification. Sorry, number classification as well as the letter classification. Question number 11. See, your options are 25, 34, 16, 63. Okay, this is your options. Okay. See, look at the screen carefully. This is number analogy. Kind of difficult. You have to look the screen. I'll explain. Okay. Solve with option 1. See, 25 is equals to, okay, 2 plus 5 is equals to 7. And then 34, 3 plus 5. 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. 16 is equals to 1 plus 6 is equals to 7. 63, 6 plus 3 is equals to 9. See, they have given the numbers, that is 25, 14, 34, 16 and 63. Now what you have to do, they have given the two numbers, split those two numbers. Okay, split those and add two numbers. For example, 25, 2 plus 5. First 25 to 5. Okay, this is the join number. Now split it. Okay, 25 have to split it. Split. After splitting, you will be getting two numbers, that is 2 and 5. Then add those numbers. For example, 25. Now split it now. 2 plus 5 is equals to 7. And then 34. See, split it. 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. 16. 1 plus 6 is equals to 7. 63. 6 plus 9 is equals to 9. See, except 63, all are sum of other 7. Okay, see, except 63, if we add that number, we will be getting all 7 numbers. Look at the option 1, it is 7. Option B, it is also 7. Option C, it is also 7. By adding, by splitting and adding the numbers, we will be getting the sum of 7. So option D is the correct answer. See, I'll repeat once. Question number 11, find out the odd one, and your options are followed by 25, 34, 16 and 63. Now what you have to do to find a solution, go with the option now. See, what you have to do, they have given the two numbers. Okay, 25, it is in one stance. Okay, two places. What you have to do, you have to split that numbers like single numbers. They have given the two numbers, you have to split it. That is 2 plus 5. Then add the number, and then 2 plus 5, 2 plus 5, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. Next, 34, split that. 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. And then 16, 6 plus 1 is equals to 7. See, but 63, 6 plus 3 is equals to 9. In option 1, option B, option C, if we split and add the number, we will be getting the sum of number is 7. But option 4, we will be getting 9. So what is the correct option? Option D is the correct answer. This is how you have to reason the question and then keep solving. Okay, then we'll move on to the 12th question. Find out the odd one. Your options are, see, they have given with a pair. Okay, this is, we'll call it as a pair of numbers. 42 and 14. Option B, 69 and 23. Option C, 108 and 36. And option D, 56 and 19. I'll teach how to solve this. Solution, go with the option 1. C, 14, 42 and 12. This is a first pair. Let us analyze this. See, as I said, no, to solve the problems on classification, you have to thorough with the tables. Without knowing the tables, you can't solve the question answers based on tables. I request all the parents and to check whether they are thorough with square numbers, cube numbers, as well as the tables. If you know only, you can solve, otherwise you can't solve. Okay, now we'll go with the first option, 42 and 14. This is the first pair. See, how to check this? You have to see in which table both will divide. Okay, both will divide. That is 42 and 14. See, 14 into 3. 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are, what is that? 28, 14 threes are 42. Both 14 and 42 will go with the table multiple of 14 table. So you should throw with the table. Go with the option now. Now see, they have given with the two pairs. This will call it as a pair of numbers. Okay, we'll start with the first pair, that is 42 and then 14. See, 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28, 14 threes are 42. Now see, now 14 into 3 is equals to 42. Both 42 and then 14 will come in the 14 on the table. That is multiple of 14. Now we'll check with 63, 69 and 23. Okay, 23 threes are, okay, 3 3 9 and 3 4 12. Okay, 3 twos are 6. Count it, multiply this. Okay, see, check whether 23 ones are 23, 22s are, and in that only 23 threes are is 69. And then 108 and 36. Okay, 108 and 36. See, 36 ones are, 36 twos are, and 36 threes are. Okay, in 36 threes are, 36 threes are is 108. But see here, 19 and 56. The fourth pair is 19 and what is that? 56. 19 into 3 is equals to 57. 19 ones are 19. 19 twos are 38, 19 threes are 57, not 56. Now this pair is not correct. It's not 56, it is 57. Okay, count both 19 ones are 19 ones are 19, 19 twos are 38, 19 threes are 57. Okay, so what is the correct option? Except 9, 56 and 19, all others are odd number. Okay, see 42, 69, 108, this and all odd numbers. Okay, so what is the correct option? Option D is the correct answer. Okay, and then another one reason is all are multiples with their numbers, like see 23, in 23 threes are only, both will come 69 as well as 23. In 108, 36 ones are only, 36 also will come, and 108 it also come. But in 19 ones are 56 won't come. It is not a multiple of the 19. Rest all multiples of its given number. I'll repeat once. See, the 12th question is find out the odd one, and your options are 42 and 14, 69 and 23, 108 and 36, 56 and 19. They will be given with a pair of numbers. We'll call it this as a pair, okay, pair number. And we'll go with the solution now. One, okay, that is option 1. To solve this, you have to throw with the tables, okay, and multiplication. You should know how to multiply the numbers. Now 42 and 14, see, they should, the both the numbers we have given pair numbers, pair have to multiply with the same number. Okay, that is 14. Suppose it is 14 ones are, the both the numbers should multiply by 14 ones are itself. Okay, now 42 and 14, 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28, and 43s are 43. See, 14 and then 42 will multiply by 14 ones are table, and then 69 and 23. Chuck with that. 23 threes are 69. Both 69 and 23 will come in the same table, that is 23. And then 108 and 36. 36 threes is equals to 108. Chuck with two numbers also. They have to go with the same number. That means you have to get the both numbers in same table only. And the last option is 56 and 19. Check with that. See that 19 ones are 19, 19 twos are 38, 19 threes are, it's 57, not 56. So 56 won't comes in the 19 ones are table. This pair is not a multiple of 19. Rest all multiple of that tables itself. So what is the correct option? Option D, 56 and 19, all except all others are odd. Okay, they are all odd number. Therefore option D is the correct answer. Another one reason is all others are multiples of the table, their table itself, but 56 and 19, the given pair is not the multiple of 19. This is how you have to answer. Now we'll move on to the 13th question. 13th question, find out the odd one, and your options are followed by 144, 169, 196 and 210. See, to solve this question, you have to throw with the square numbers. Let me explain what is the difference between cube numbers and then square numbers. See, square numbers is nothing but you have to multiply a number twice. Okay, that is 2 into 2 is equals to 4. 2 square, that means square is nothing but you have to multiply the given number twice. 2 into 2 is equals to 4, and cube is nothing but you have to multiply the number thrice, that is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8. Square means you have to multiply the number twice. Cube means you have to multiply the number thrice. Now come back to the question. See, by looking this question only, if you know the square numbers, you can easily answer. By looking into this question only, you can answer. This question based on square and square numbers. If you learn the square numbers, if you thorough the square number, by looking the option only, you can see the answer. Let me explain it once. See, 144 is the square of 12. 12 into 12, that is equals to 144. And 169, it is a square of 13. 13 into 13, that is 169. And 196, it is a square of, what is that, 14. That is 14 into 14, that is 196. But 210 is not a square number. See, 5, what is that, 15 into 15 into 15. Okay, it is not a square root of 210. Okay, let me explain this again. So what is the correct option? Except 210, all are square of natural numbers. Okay, but therefore option D is the correct answer. I'll explain it once. See, your question is find out the odd one and your options are followed by 144, 169, 196 and 210. See, if you throw with the square numbers, you can easily find out the answer. 144, that is 12 into 12 is equals to 12 square, that is 144. 169, 13 into 13, that is 13 square, 169. And 196, 14 into 14 is equals to 14 square, 196. 210, it is not the square of any numbers, but option A, B, C or the square of the table 13, 14 and then 12, but 1, 210 is not a square number. Except 210, all others are square number of natural numbers. Now what is the correct option? Option D is the correct answer. This is how you have to reason each and every question and should answer. See, I keep on telling, ticking is very easy. Okay, choosing some answer among the given option is very easy, but you have to reason. Now itself, you start with the reasoning. It is very easy to solve the what is the question answers in your exams. Okay, now we'll move on. Question number 14 and your options are 68, 85, 153 and then 174. Okay, see, I'll repeat the question. Find out the odd one and your options are 68, 85, 153 and 174. Keep in mind, I'm solving the question answers based on number classification. So, you'll be getting the numbers only. Now, 68. Okay, 68 is a multiple of 17. Write the 17 ones a table. Okay, 68 is a multiple of 17. And then 85. 85 is a multiple of 70. Even 85 is also a multiple of 17. And then 153. Even 153 is also a multiple of 17. And 174. 174 is not the multiple of 17. See, so what is the correct option? It is very easy. 85, 68, 173 are multiples of 70, but 174 is not the multiple of 17. I'll explain it. See, your options are find out the question. Okay, and your options are followed by 68 and then 85, 153 and then 174. This is your option. Okay, let me explain this. See, 185. Okay, 85 is the first one is, I repeat again, your question is question number 14, that is find out the odd one. Okay, and your options are followed by 68, 85 and then 153 and 174. 168, how many is 17 ones are 17, 17 twos are 34, 17 threes are 51, 17 fours are 17 fours is 68. And then 85, 17 ones are 17, 17 twos are 34, 17 threes are 51, 17 fours are 68, 17 fives are 85. 68 is 17 fours are 6 next to 17 fives are 85 and then 17 nines are 153. Okay, now 68 is 17 fours are 685 is 17 fives are next 17 nines are 153, but 174 will not come in the 17 ones are table. See here, 85, 68, 173 are multiples of 17, but 174 is not a multiple of 17. So what is the correct option? Option D is the correct answer. This is how you have to solve the question answers based on number analogy. So solve number classification. So I'm keep on stressing, please be thorough with the tables at least 20 and then square and square numbers. If you're thorough with this much, you can easily solve the question answers based on this topics. Now we'll move on to the 15th question, that is 2, and your options are followed by 240, 304, 272 and 214, and then let me see the solution. See, 240. When we divide 240 by 2, we will get the even number. Start dividing. When we divide 240 by 2, we'll get the even number. Okay, start dividing 240. Start it. Okay, which number you will get? Which number? It is even or odd? Let me know. 240. Okay, when we divide 240, we will get the even number. And 304. Okay, even we divide 304. Okay, we will get the even number. If we divide the 304 by 2, we will get the even number, that is 152. If we divide 304 by 2, we will get 304. And then if we divide 172 by 2, okay, divide, we'll get the even number, that is 136. And then 214. Okay, if I divide 214 by 2, okay, that is will get 107. 107 is not the even number. See, if I divide 240, 304 and 272, I'll be getting the even number. But if I divide 214 by 2, I'm not getting the even number. See, so what is the correct option? Except 214, in all other numbers, when we divide the number by 2, we will get an even number. So option D is the correct answer. See, I'll repeat once. Your question is find out the odd one, and your options are 240, 304, 272 and 214. This is your option. Let me solve this. And 240 come with option 1 now. See, if I divide 240 by 2, okay, I will be getting the even number. And 304, if I divide the 304, we will be getting the again even number, that is 106 or something. Next, 272, even I divide the 272 by 2, again I'll be getting the even number. 214, if I divide the 214 by 2, but I'll be not getting the even number. Now compare with the option. If I divide by 2, 240 and then 304, 272, I'll be getting the even number. But if I divide 214, I'm not getting the even number. So what is the correct option? Option D is the correct answer. This is how you have to keep analysis, and then you should solve it. And move on to the next question. Question number 16. Find out the odd one. Your options are 2 minus 8, 2 to 8, 3 20 to 27, 4 to 32, and 5 to 125. Let me explain this. See, I'll repeat again the question. Find out the odd one. 2 to 8, 3 and 27, 4 and 32, and then 5 and 125. See, 2. To solve this, you have to throw with the cube numbers. Okay. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. That is a cube root of 2. And then 3 into 27. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. 4 into 4 into 4. 4 4s are 16. Okay, 16 4s are 64. Okay, 5 5s are 25. 25 into 5 5s are 25. 25 into 5, 125. See, it is very easy. If you are learned with the cube numbers, if you are thorough with the cube numbers, it is very easy to solve. But if you know the square numbers and cube numbers, see, stressingly I'm telling you, can't solve even single question based on number classification. Except 4 and 32, all others are cube root of their first numbers. Yes, let me explain it again. See, find out the odd one, and your options are followed by 2 to 8, 2 and 8, 3 and 27, 4 and 32, and 5 and 125. Now we'll go with the options 2 and 8. See, start with the number 1, first number what they have given. Multiply that 3 times, that is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 times. And then 23, 3 again multiply that 3 times. 3 into 3 into 3, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. And then 27 they had given. Yes, next 4. 4 into 4 into 4, 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 34. But the option is wrong, they have given 32. And then 5. 5 into 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125. Rest like what 2 to 8, 3 to 27, and then 525. This are the cube roots, but 4 and 32 is not a cube root. So option C is a correct answer. I said to solve the number classification you have to throw the square and square number. See, if you have know the square numbers, cube numbers, it is very easy to, by looking at the option only you can say, man, it belongs to square numbers, ma'am, it is not a square. But if you don't know, you have to struggle like anything. So I'm stressing, please thorough with the tables up to 20, square roots and cube roots to solve the number classification. Now, so far you have learned the question answers based on number classification. Okay, see, I'll repeat again. To solve the number classification, you have to throw with the tables, and then square numbers, and then cube numbers, and then multiples. Okay, if you are thorough with this, you can score out in classification chapter. Now we'll move on to question answers on what is the letter classification. Okay, see, as I said, letter classification you have learned from LKG. Letters A B C D E F G H H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. It is very easy, like song we can say, right? Okay, like song we can say you have learned it from LKG itself. But now what you have to know to solve the question answers based on letter classification, you have to throw with the position. That is, what is the position of A, what is the position of Z, what is the position of T, both in forward direction as well as in the reverse direction. If you know this both, more than enough. Okay, more than enough to solve the classification question and answers. And you have to know the difference between ovals and the consonants. What is this ovals? A, E, I, O, U. These are called as ovals and rest are called as consonants. Okay, keep in mind, to solve the letter classification, you have to throw with each and every position of the English alphabet, that is A to Z, 26. If I get up in a dream also, if I ask what is the position of you should able to say that. Then only you can solve the question answers based on letter classification. Keep in mind both forward direction as well as reverse direction, and you should know the difference between ovals and the consonants. Now let me solve the question answers based on what is this letter classification. Again, read the direction because this is the question answers based on letter classification. Find out the odd one number, word or letters. Now letters, we'll stress on the letters. Question number 17, find out the odd one and your options are followed by A, option B, D, option C, F, option D, K. This is only they give. Now let me solve this. A is a oval. What are the 5 letters in oval? A, E, I, O, U. These are ovals. And then D is oval? No. D is a consonant. And F is a oval. F is also a consonant. Only A, E, I, O, U. These are the ovals. And then K is a consonant. What is the correct option? Option A is the correct answer. Why? Because option B, D, option C, F, option D, K. These are consonants. But option A, it is a oval. See, except A, all others are consonants. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. I said no. If you know the difference between oval and the consonant, it is very easy to solve. Okay, I'll repeat once. Question number 17, find out the odd one and your options are followed by option A, option B, D, option C, F, option D, K. Let me solve this. Option A is a oval. What are ovals? A, E, I, O, U. These 5 letters are called as ovals. I'll repeat again. A, E, I, O, U. Keep in mind. Okay. Ovals. And D is a consonant, and F is a consonant, and K is also a consonant. Except A, all the letters are consonant. Therefore, A is an oval. Therefore, A is a, except A, all others are consonant, that is D, F, K. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. This is very easy to solve. Now, we'll move to the next question. Question number 18, find out the odd one. Your options are T, P, L, I, Y, U, Q, M, option C, R, N, G, F, option D, S, O, K, J. This is your option. I'll repeat. Option A, T, P, L, I, option D, Y, U, Q, M, option C, R, N, J, F, Option D, SOKJ. Okay, solution. Let me solve this. See, TPL. Okay, TPL. These are all called as consonant. And I is a vowel. What are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I. Okay, I is a consonant, but TPL is a consonant. I is a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. I is a vowel. And then Y, U, Q, M. Y, Q, M are the consonant. U is a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. U is a vowel. And then R and J, F. Any vowel in this? No. R and J, F is all are consonant. And S, O, K, J. S, K, J are consonant. A, E, I, O. O is a vowel. Okay. So what is the correct option? Option C is a correct answer. Why? Because see, in all the what is that option? One vowel is included, but option C, all the letters are consonant. I'll repeat again. The question number 18 is find out the odd one, and your options are followed by T, P, L, I, Y, U, Q, M, R, N, J, F, S, O, K, J. This is your option. Let me solve this. T, P, L, I. T, P, L are consonant. I is a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. I is a vowel. And then come to the option B. Y, U, Q, M. Y is a vowel. Q, A, E, I, O, U. U is a vowel and Q, M are the consonant. Y, Q, M are consonant and U is a vowel. And R, N, J, F. See, R, N, J, F all are consonants. And then S, O, K, J. S, K, J are consonant. A, E, I, O, O. O is a vowel. Now, what is the correct option? See, in all the options, one vowel is included, but in option C, no vowels. There are only consonant, that is R and J. So, what is the correct option? Option C is the correct answer. See, it is very, very, very easy. So, you have to cover with only consonant, vowels, and then what is that? Position of the English alphabet. Next, we'll move on to the next question. Question, find out the odd one. D, B, C, A, Y, Z, Y, X, W, S, R, P, Q, H, G, F, E. This is your question. I'll repeat the question. D, B, C, A, option B, Z, Y, X, W, option C, S, R, P, Q, option D, H, G, F, E. Let me explain this. See, except C, all other positions are in continuous letters of the reverse order. See, so I said you to learn the reverse order. See, come to the first one. A, B, C, A. It is in the reverse order. A, B, C, D. Okay, it is in the reverse order, not in the forward direction. And then come to the option B. W, X, Y, Z. They are multiplied there. That is meant by crossed over there itself. Okay. And A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Okay. Q, R, S. And then H, G, F, E. Okay, see H, G, F, E, all others are in reverse direction, not in forward direction. They are in reverse direction. Okay, but option C, it is in the correct direction itself. S after S R, okay, P, Q, R, S. But shuffle that. You have to replace it. Okay, if you replace the number, letters, it will be in the proper direction itself. See, I'll repeat once again. Find out the odd one. Okay, the options are D, B, C, A, Y, Z, Y, X, W, and then S, R, P, Q, and H, G, F, E. Okay, now first shuffle it that according to that position. First shuffle the letters according to that position. A, B, C, D. Okay, you have to shuffle it to the according to that based on that position, and then vice versa W, Y, Z, X also. First arrange them in the continuous letters in the continuous letter in both the direction, reverse direction as well as the forward direction, and SRPQ, even this also. Next, SGFE, except C, all other options, the continuous letters in reverse order. Keep in mind, in reverse order, that is A, B, C, D, in reverse order, not in a forward. See, D, C, B, A. Next, A, Z, Y, X, W, and then SRPQ. Next, HGFE. It is in the reverse direction, but option C is in the forward direction, that is reverse direction. So I said to solve the question answers to number classification and then letter classification. For special letter classification, you have to throw with the position of the English alphabet. I hope you all understood this question. I'll repeat once. See, in all other option, they are in the reverse direction. Reverse, keep in mind, not forward. It is in the reverse direction, but option C, it is in the correct format. So option C is the correct answer. Next, I move on to the next question. Question number 20. Find out the odd one, and your options are followed by D, C, E, B, P, N, Q, S, T. Option C, V, K, H, G, M. Option D, W, P, Z, L, H. Let me solve this. Solution D, B, C, A. There are 4 letters. Count the letters in all the options. See, D, B, C, B. Okay, 4 letters. And then P, N, Q, S, T. P, N, Q, S, T. 5 letters. And then VKHGM, VKHGM, and then WPLZ. See, except option A, all others will be having 5 letters, but option A is having only 4 letters, that is C, D, C, E, B, only 4 letters, but option B, option C, option D, they are having 5 letters. So what is the correct option? Option A is a correct answer. It is very easy to solve. I'll repeat once. Find out the odd one, and your questions or options are followed by D, C, E, B. Option B, P, N, Q, R, Q, S, T. Option C, V, K, H, G, M. Option D, W, P, Z, L, H. See, look at the options and count the number of letters in the all options except one. All other options will be having the 5 letters, but option E is having only 4 letters. When compared to option A, option B, option C, option D, they are having the 5 letters, but option A, it is having only 4 letters. So what is the correct option? The option A is the correct answer. So I said no, it is very easy. You have to look at the question carefully, that's all. Now we'll move on to the next question. See, next question is find out the odd one, and your options are followed by option A, L and J, option B, R, T, P, option D, N, P, K, and option D, F, H, D. Okay, this is your options. Find out the odd one, and your options are L, N, J, R, T, P, N, P, K, and F, D, H. See, solution, let me see. L, N. Okay, what is the difference between L and, see, start with the number 2 now. See, L, N. Okay, what is the difference between L and there? See, L, N. 2 numbers different, that is plus 2. And then L, J, it is minus 2. Top it is plus 2, bottom it is minus 2. Again, come to the option 2 now, RTP. Okay, take first 2 letters, okay, that is RT, the difference between RT, that is plus 2, and then the bottom, the difference between RP, that is minus 2. Keep in mind, at the top you have to add, at the bottom you have to minus, and then come to option C, that is NPK, the difference between N and P, that is plus 2. After NP, see NP, there are 2 numbers. But K it is having 3, that is minus. Keep in mind, at the top you have to add the numbers. At the bottom you have to subtract the numbers. See, LN, 2 numbers. LNJL, see, At the bottom you have to minus the numbers. At what number you have added, at the same vice versa you have to subtract by the same number. If you add the 3 at the bottom, vice you have to subtract the same number by the 3 itself. Now come to the option D also, that is FHD. The difference between F and H is plus 2. The difference add, okay, the addition between F and H is 2, and then subtraction is minus 2. This is how you have to answer. See clearly, NPK, except NPK, all others follow the same group. That is, in the top it is plus 2, in the minus it is minus 2. Keep in mind, at what number you are adding, at the same number you have to subtract at the bottom. I'll repeat once. Find out the odd one, and your options are followed by LNJ, RTP, next NPK, and what is that? FHD. This is your options. How to solve this? See, write the all options. Okay, LNJ and then RTP and PNPK. Now find out the difference. L and N, it is having the difference 2. That is not a difference, addition. You have added 2 numbers. L, N, there are 2 numbers. Write the 2. At the same name, same number, subtract it. If you have added with the 3, subtract with 3. Now it is 2. Again 2, minus 2. What number you have added? Subtract with the same number. That is 2. And then come to the options 2. RT, that is R after T, that is 2 numbers. Again subtract it by the 2 numbers. And NPK, see N and K, the difference is 3, not 2. And then F and D, the difference is 2. But see what is the correct option there. When compared to option A, B, C, all other will be having the add and subtraction of my 2, okay, that is 2 number, but NPK it is 3 number. All other NPK does not follow to the group. This is how you have to answer the question answers based on letter classification. It is based on the addition and subtraction of the numbers. Okay. Now I hope you all thorough with the how to solve the question answers based on number classification, word classification, as well as the letter classification. In this session we have solved the question answers based on both, that is number classification as well as the letter classification. In the previous session we have solved the question answers word classification. See, I'll revise once. Classification is nothing but the evaluating the process of evaluating the things into group based on their common properties, size, color, triad, etc. There are 3 types of what is this classification, that is word classification, number classification, as well as the letter classification. To solve the letter classification you have to throw with the antonym, synonyms, states and capitals, and then some extra knowledge about your country, like that. And then when come to the letter classification, to solve this letter classification you have to must thorough with the tables up to 20, square numbers and then cube numbers. What is the difference between square numbers and the cube numbers? Square numbers is nothing but you have to multiply the number twice. Cube number is nothing but you have to multiply the question thrice. And then the last one is the letter classification. It is very easy, that you have learned from your lower classes. Letter classification is nothing but to learn the letter classification you have to thorough with the position of the English alphabet, both in forward direction as well as the revert direction, and you should know the difference between ovals on the consonant. What is ovals? The 5 letters, that is A, E, I, O, U, and rest all are called as consonants. Okay. If you are thorough with this much, you can easily solve the question answers based on classification chapter. It is very easiest chapter, so you can guys solve it. Okay, so for in the previous session and today's session we have solved the question answers based on classification chapter. I hope you all understood. You will score good marks in classification chapter. See, keep in mind, classification is nothing but you have to take the odd man out. Okay, with this I'll end my session. Thank you all. Stay home, stay safe. If you missed any session, please click on the link given below. Thank you all.